Hello Virgo, and welcome to your reading. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome back. If this isn't your first time, either way, I'm so glad you're here to join me for today's video, which is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And as you can see from the title, today we're doing your tarot predictions for the month of May 2021. So welcome. I'm really excited to do this reading for you. I hope you are as well. So two quick things I want to say before we get into it. First of all, this is a general reading, so make sure to only take what resonates and leave the rest. And also, I do private readings, both tarot and astrology. So if you're interested in that, I have left my contact information down below. You can hit me up over there to book your private reading today. Alright, so let's start with this beautiful oracle deck that I have here. Each card has an illustration and a little message behind it. I will shuffle out 2 cards from this deck, and I will ask you to pick one out of those 2 and to also see if you're getting any sorts of intuitive messages or feelings from these cards when you look at them. And I will only reveal their message at the end of the reading after we do the tarot. Okay, so I will pull these out and I'll let you look at them, and then we're gonna get into the tarot. So which card? Pile 1 for Virgo, please. Yeah, you. Okay. And pile 2. Okay, perfect. I hope things look good, because I know it's really just because the sun is rising right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna put both of them in the sunlight so you see them in all of their beauty. So this is pile number 1. And this is pile number 2. Okay, feel free to pause the video to see which one you feel drawn to intuitively, if you get any intuitive messages from them, any feelings. But either way, I'm going to put them aside for now and we'll get back to them at the end, as I said. Now let's just get into the tarot and see what does Virgo, need to know about the month of May. What's going to happen for you. So what's in store for Virgo in May? Okay. I'm going to take you and you. So what's in store for Virgo? Okay, oh my god. What's in store for Virgo during the month of May? Okay, let's calm down. You, okay. What else? Anything else? 1, 2. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. I don't know if this is within frame. Hopefully it is. So let's see. I mean, I'm gonna try, yeah, it's better if you're doing shade. Can you tell I'm used to recording at night? Okay. So that looks good. So we have the Fool here, we have the 10 of Swords, we have the 7 of Swords, the King of Wands in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Moonchild, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and Justice. Okay, now at the bottom here we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. All right, so much better. Okay. So, okay. I'm noticing there's a lot of court cards Yeah, they're all together here. King of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups. There's the Moonchild, it's a major arcana, but you know. And okay, yeah, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 major arcana. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going. A lot of stuff going on. These cards here, they just kind of remind me, they make me think of like parents and a child, a couple and a child. So because we have the king, we have the queen, and then we have the page, which is the child. So there would be, and you know, of course, you know, people who are represented by kings are most likely to be men or be males, but they don't always have to be, and same thing with the queen. But this King of Wands person, this is more, you could, you know, Wand suit is fire, so they could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they don't have to be. And the cups are water, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But either way, there is someone here who is more extroverted, straightforward, honest, passionate, driven, action-orientated, stuff like that. And there's someone else who is a bit more introverted, emotional, spiritual, and yes, has a very vivid inner life. So it is unclear to me whether in this scenario you are the child and this is about you and your parents, or if you are one of the parents and you have a child, and it could actually represent both energies if there's some sort of like mirroring going on, like you have children and then you raising them or you raising your child kind of reminds you of stuff that you've experienced when you were a child with your own parents, you know, stuff like that. But we'll see. Of course, if you don't have children, you know, you're the child here and this is about your parents. But so there could be some sort of like yeah, inner child healing, reflecting on how your childhood shaped you. I'm also seeing with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with this Page of Wands here, I'm also seeing like infertility issues. Like you could be in a relationship with someone, you want to have children with them, and you're struggling to conceive. And so this could be kind of like making things tough on your relationship. Because of that, it's kind of a difficult and painful thing to navigate together. And we have the Moonchild. So again, we have another child energy, and this is a special card from this deck. And you know, we did see at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So Ten of Cups is happiness, it's emotional fulfillment. And I did say this could be taking a toll on your relationship. And you know, the thing that's very interesting here is that it is two people represented. In the traditional tarot, if you know it, the Ten of Cups is represented as a couple and two children. The children are not there. So you could, and even if you're not in a relationship, you could be someone who really, really wants children and that's just not happened yet, and that makes you very sad and unhappy. So that can be you too. You don't have to be in a relationship, but I do think most of you are. Or you know, if you're not in a relationship, you could be like struggling to find a partner because it's very important for you to have children, and so that is like a requirement for you in a partner, and you're struggling to find people who are as into that as you are, that you also click with, or you know, whatever is going on. But there's a sense of we're not at like our maximum happiness capacity here because we don't have children or don't have children around. This could even be like adoption, like you're trying to adopt and it's taking a really, really long time and you're scared that it's gonna fail. And yeah, but there's always something about the child here. But you know, okay. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay. You could kind of feel like I'm hearing God has left you, which is kind of dramatic, but some of you could really literally feel like that right now if you're religious, or like just spirit has left you if you're not religious but you're spiritual. Like you just could kind of feel like things are against you, or like things, like you could be really wishing or trying to manifest this child or this inner child healing, or praying for it, and it's just not materializing concretely, so you think it's not happening at all, and you're kind of, it's making you lose faith. Yeah, okay. With the Seven of Swords here, you could think, because if you are the parent, okay, okay, there's so much stuff. If you are the parent, I do think most of you are the Queen of Cups here, even if you're not a woman. As I said, this is energy, not gender. And you could be, if you're in a relationship, you could be fearing, you could think that your partner is lying to you for some reason. You could think they're being dishonest. You could think they don't want this as much as you do. You could kind of feel really alone because of that. You could think that they don't, you know, if you're having struggles with that and you feel really sad and they don't express it, you might think that they don't feel sad at all. So you could feel disconnection from them. If you don't have a partner, you could feel like all men are liars kind of mindset, or all women if you're into women, whatever gender you're into. You could just kind of have this preconceived idea that you assume the worst out of the people, potential suitors or potential people that you go on dates with. Maybe you just don't go on dates at all. Maybe you don't want to meet up with new people at all because you've just kind of given up, or you just always kind of assume the worst because maybe you've been shown the worst in the past, unfortunately. So you just kind of like, yeah, you're not feeling this energy. If for those of you who think your partner is lying to you, I don't really see that. Like, yes, there might be some emotions that they haven't really discussed with you. They might have some past issues, and it's not like past issues like things that would be a deal breaker to you. It's like past issues as in like pain that they've endured in the past that they haven't revealed to you. But like, just because they're not as emotionally open with you as you might be, it's just because it doesn't come as naturally to them. It's not because they don't feel those emotions. It's not because like they don't want to connect with you, or like they're doing some shady stuff on the side. It's really not like that. I think there could be some sort of like, right, because like water and fire doesn't always mix super well, so there could be something like that. There could also be like some of you, I'm hearing like when you were a child, your parents actually divorced or separated, and I'm hearing for some of you like your dad cheated on your mother or your other parent. And so if you feel like you have a certain tendency to think like all people of X gender are liars or manipulators or always hiding stuff, that would be coming from that. And I feel like if this happened to you, it was very easy for you to kind of demonize the parent who cheated or the parent who left, and to go on the other way and idealize the parent who stayed, or the parent who was, left, or the parent who was cheated on. And both of these are just not true, right? There's just kind of like virginal innocence from this Moonchild, and I don't mean virginity in terms of like modern patriarchal misogynistic view on sexuality and virginity. I just mean this kind of like innocence and this like decision of not partaking into marriage, or kind of really preserving yourself and your energy. So yeah, you could have just kind of like thought like I'm gonna say like as if it was mother, father, but you just switch it or change it how it suits your situation if it's different. But like, oh, my mom is like an angel, she's always been there for me, and my dad's just like this dude, and even if you don't think like that anymore, there's actually residues of that in your subconscious, and you're really deeply in your core. So even if you think, well, I understand now, it's more complicated than that, do you? Because in your emotions, I don't think you feel differently than how you felt when you were a child. Not completely. That's the thing. And the thing is, like, there's always, you could have, like, that could have helped you really, really simplify things also, because when you were a child, you could not understand the whole scope of the relationship of your parents, because also you were not shown it, obviously. But, like, I'm not saying, like, if someone got cheated on, that it was their fault, that they caused it, but I'm also saying, like, it's pretty likely that, like, there was some other stuff in the relationship that was not working well, is what I mean. And so it was never about, like, this person is good, this person is bad. And so I feel like if you feel like you're having struggles at relationship in general, like you feel like you're trying always to start new relationships and it fails, or you feel like you're struggling with your current relationship, it's because of this. It's because you have this inner deep belief that it's me versus you. That there's one person who's right and there's one person who's wrong, and there's no nuance. There is no nuance, and that is what's missing. Because the thing is, to be able to be in a relationship that's long lasting and where you truly hold space for each other and for your growth, you need to see, like, yourselves as a team. Like, if you're having conflict, if you're having an issue, of course, like, if someone has, like, disrespected someone else or has hurt someone else, they need to be, you know, to be held accountable and say sorry and all that stuff. But you need to see it as, like, instead of being like, I need to win this argument, I need to be the good one in this situation, you need to be like, well, if I want this relationship to keep going, let's just both stop and just kind of, like, take a step back and analyze what's going on, what is the problem, and how can we solve it together, because we both want this relationship to work. That is the mindset change that you need to have. And I feel like, for some reason, I feel like a lot of you are going to be very religious or very spiritual. Like, you have a very developed spiritual practice. But that your belief system has actually reinforced this idea of, like, right or wrong, good or bad, you know, good or evil. And that the way that you've partaken into your religion or spirituality and the doctrine that and beliefs that you've taken from that have actually just reinforced that, instead of helping you develop a more, you know, nuanced way of seeing human beings, because human beings are complex. Okay. Yeah. Because there needs to be balance, obviously, is where we were always going to end up with the Justice card. And so in May, I do see you kind of with these two cards here, the Fool and the Ten of Swords. I really love seeing these cards for you, because Ten of Swords, you know, this is number 10, this is completion of a cycle. And the Fool is number 0. This is the beginning of a new cycle. So when you realize all of this and you change your mindset, or, like, you actually get to truly understand where your feelings stem from and what you want and how you can make that happen right now, like, you're gonna leave behind this feeling of always being stabbed in the back by everyone else, and this feeling of, like, there's people always out there to get you. And you're going to be able to start a clean slate. I do think for those of you who are in a relationship and you're having troubles at the moment and you want to stay with this person, I do see you, like, being able to start kind of anew. You know, whatever new beginning it is that you wish for, I do see you experiencing that with the Fool card. Interesting. And the thing is, if you are a Gemini rising, a Gemini ascendant, the sun, you know, the sun is in Taurus until around like May 20th, something like that. So the sun will be transiting your 12th house until that moment. And so it's normal that you feel kind of isolated, that you feel a lot in your thought, you know. 12th house matters. It's very much like isolation. It's very much like deep thoughts, and also grief and past trauma and childhood and all that stuff, and spirituality. And when the sun enters Gemini and passes over your ascendant, enters your first house, this is really more like, okay, this is me time, this is a new start. And so this is really, really beautiful. I really love that for you. So yes, even if you're not a Gemini ascendant, you know, you will get like your solar return, or, you know, the sun on your moon, whatever placement it is that you have in Gemini. Gemini season is coming up, and that is a great moment for you to start anew and start something, a new adventure that's going to be very exciting for you, and that you're going to be able to shape into what you want outside of all of these subconscious energies that were like dragging you lower. You're going to be able to free yourself from that and truly explore the world as who you are right now, instead of who you were as a child. Okay, so let's see those oracle cards that we put aside earlier. So once again, number 1, number 2, pause the video if you need time to choose. I'm gonna get into number 1. What is your message? Spiral dance. Like ribbons on a maypole, we each weave a dance that comprises our life. In the moment we are... Oh my god, I just realized. I kept talking about Gemini. I'm literally doing this video for Virgo. Okay? Well, some of you could be Gemini risings if I said that then. Because I think I did just record my Gemini video, so I think my brain thought I was still doing Gemini. No, obviously not. I'm sorry, Virgo. Some of you could be Gemini risings or have Gemini placements if I said that then. But even if you don't have Gemini placements, like, don't worry, like, you're still gonna have this full new beginning. Like, this energy is still for you, but I'm very sorry. Anyway, like ribbons on a maypole, we each weave a dance that comprises our life. In the moment, we are free-flowing energy, our bodies experiencing movement and exchange. From a distance, the threads of our existence create a tapestry, a perfect harmony of undulating rhythms and unexpected variations. Remember, from your vantage point on this earth, you may not be able to see the whole pattern. Rest assured that no matter where you are in your journey, your path is part of a greater design. All right, and let's see. The second message, looking through the window self, is there something you would like to know? Does your mind tug at you for an answer? No matter how hard you try, what you seek cannot be found in the external world. Close your eyes and look through yourself. Peer inside, straight through the window of your soul. The answer is there. It is within your being. Yeah, that is definitely a message, a recurring message that we've gotten through the reading. So, okay, and as I said while I was reading this, I did realize I said Gemini when I was reading earlier on, but even if you don't have Gemini placements, Virgo, my dears, the ones that I'm doing this video for, don't worry, this energy is all still for you, so all of this still applies for you. But either way, that is all that I got for you today, Virgo. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that it resonated and that it was insightful. If you did like it, please let me know by liking this video. It really helps me out. Comment down below to let me know if this resonated. Share this video, and if you have, also to let me know if you have any Gemini placements. share this video, subscribe to my channel for more. I would love to have you here. I post zodiac predictions every single month for all the zodiac signs, like just like this, and also pick a pause every single week on all sorts of subjects. If this video did not resonate, that's okay, it can happen. I always make these for all 3 signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising, so feel free to check one or both of your other signs. They will be on my channel. Either way, I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!